Dear NRI friends and family, let this video serve as a warning for those thinking of investing your hard earned foreign exchequer in India, and also those who already have, so they can at least safeguard it if it is already not too late. These words are coming solely from my experiences and observations in India in the past few years. I wouldn't want to make a blanket statement, and of course, there are always exceptions. But this story is not about me alone. It's about millions of gullible Indians who, like me, fall into the sentimental trap of not losing our roots in India like any true Deshbhakt and trust the advice of people close to us and entrust them to guide us honestly since we are out of touch and not as capable in navigating through the official processes here. And it's not in any one area either, be it real estate, business, or just hand loans. It is super easy for us to be cheated. You buy property and entrust relatives with the power of attorney. You may never see the original documents again. You make an investment in business. You may never see your share of profits. You give a goodwill hand loan. You might as well forget about it. Considering all these factors, you may enter into a solid legal binding contract with a reputable behemoth of an organization like GMR. You may be bullied and harassed into leaving the place yourself. If you decide to somehow stay put and fight, you may be harassed by the very same people that are supposed to protect the rights of the victim because they're all super busy protecting the interests of the forces that be. These happenstances are not exactly breaking news either. Most of us are aware of these factors and still make the same mistakes over and over, but expect different results. I wonder why. But one thing is true, our money is wanted, but not us. Our investment is important, but we are not important enough to be dual citizens. We are not even important enough to help, considering the fact that we are already trying hard to navigate through the maze of India, or rather, Indian administration. Every chance I got in the past few years, I publicly made optimistic comparisons to India and the US and where India needs to catch up. Where I'm standing right now, that seems like a far off dream. I'm standing in the international airport of Hyderabad, and what you see behind me is my restaurant, which was doing exceptionally well until 2 years ago. Now we are stuck in legal hell with our landlord, GMR Corporation, with whom we have a 5 year contract for operating at this location, with an overall investment of about 2 million USD and counting. 2 years into the contract, they begin to harass us on false allegations. After trying all kinds of negotiations, we started legal proceedings recently. In the process, we had meetings with the three esteemed pillars of this great democracy: legislators, meaning our MLAs, MPs, and ministers; executives, meaning the actual administrators of law, commissioners, police, collectors, etc., judiciary, lawyers, and judges. My personal experience and deduction has been that no matter how many powerful people you have for friends and family, they only help if it works out for them, not because you're on the right side of law and deserve justice. chances of you being rescued by a cop like Suryavanshi, an attorney like Jolly, a judge like Chowdhury, a CM like Bharat are very, very slim, negligible in fact. Those are just the rosy glasses that the people of India are made to wear by our wonderful film industry because they know all too well the necessity of Indian people to live in a dreamy world. In reality, they risk their lives and livelihood if they even think of fighting for justice or even offer support for someone who's fighting. Proof is, again, myself. I posted only a couple days ago on social media that there is risk to my life and that of my family's. Barring a few people that I can count on my fingers, everyone else that reached out is an NRI from all over the world, but not the people living around me. But you know what? Almost everyone is a great batsman like Dhoni or Virat. They assume you're a ball and hit you out of the field with such knack that you don't even realize you're out of the arena until much later. If you still have it in you to crawl back, thinking that you might get another chance, the crowd tramples you even before you make it halfway through. If I haven't lived and worked abroad and started my first business in the US, where I lived for 20 years, I probably would have been just the same. I consider myself very fortunate for having the opportunity to see the world since I was a child and get varied exposure and perspective on how the other side of the world lives, which is what gave me the courage to stand here in front of you all at my now derelict premises and make this video for you all. Now, let me set the record straight. I love almost all things Indian, love spending time in India. My skin will always be brown and I will always pray to my Indian gods. But do I want to do business here any more than I already did? Do you?